Hey everyone, you're watching Adventure Toys, and today I'm showing off all of my vintage Star Wars toys. So one of my viewers commented on a video I posted a couple days ago, and they asked to see me show off some of my old Star Wars toys. So this is a request from Arkham Knight. Thank you very much for the idea, Arkham Knight. You are awesome. So these are very old toys. Some of them are from way back in like 1980 from the original trilogy, and then some of them are from like episode 1 and stuff. Now I was actually really sad preparing to make this video because I was collecting all of the old toys I have, and I realized I'm missing so much. Like I used to have way more toys from the original trilogy, and I have no idea where they all went. The ones I'm missing is I used to have a Darth Vader from the original trilogy. I also had a C-3PO and an original R2-D2. No idea where those went, so that's kind of sad. But let's start taking a look at the ones I have here. So let's start on this side. So right here, we have some old school Stormtroopers. So let me just focus the camera there. So we have one here. Very cool. One of the original Stormtroopers here. I probably lost all the guns, all the blasters. So it's pretty simple. A lot of the original trilogy toys were very, very simple, and they're very skinny toys as well. There's not much like bulk or texture to them. So this one you can see is pretty old. It's got a lot of marks on it and stuff. These ones are hard to stand up. They're kind of like floppy. Especially this one, like this one here, look at the legs. Wobble wobble. They can't stand at all. So this one's pretty cool. I think this is the same one as the other one. Now this one, this one is one of my favorites. If you've seen the video I made recently of my favorite Star Wars toys, this is definitely one of them. This one is so cool. I love the Scouttroopers. They just look amazing. This toy held up pretty well over the years too. Absolutely love this one. Okay, this one, honestly, I don't even know why I own this toy. This is one of the worst Star Wars toys I've ever seen in my life. Of course, it's Jar Jar. A lot of people hate Jar Jar. I don't personally mind Jar Jar all that much. I think he's okay as a character, but this toy is not very good. That's all I can say about that one. I guess it's cool for the collection as a whole, I guess. Let's jump back here. This guy is very awesome. We can see him in the original trilogy, and I think he's on Rebels now too. This is, I hope I'm saying this right, this is a Gammorrean guard, and he works for Jabba the Hutt. They're just like a species of humanoid, pig-looking dudes. They're pretty cool. I like this toy a lot. This is just like the perfect bad guy. Very, very cool. I love all his armor and stuff. Very awesome. Okay, now this one, this is hilarious. This is the Emperor Palpatine toy from the original trilogy. Look at this. This is so cool. Check that out. He can move his arms like this and stuff. And his legs just kind of go up in these big blocks like this. It's really funny. But check this out. So this is the toy that was released with the original trilogy. Then we have this newer toy here. This is Emperor Palpatine as well. And I think this was from episode 1 or 2. You can see if you look at his face, it's not super old and decrepit yet, so he hasn't used the lightning power against Mace Windu yet. So I think this came out when maybe episode 1 or 2 came out. But look at the difference here in these toys. Look at the quality. There's so much more detail in these newer ones. It's pretty funny. See that? So that's pretty cool. We also have Palpatine here, not dressed as the Emperor. This is sort of his regular attire when he's trying to disguise himself. This is pretty cool. So there's a lot more detail there. I mean, look at his face. This actually looks like Palpatine from the movie. So that's pretty cool. Now let's see these guys in the front. Okay, so this, I don't even know where this came from. I can't even remember where I got this. And it's missing a rider. I think this is actually one of the Scouttrooper bikes from episode 6. So this type of trooper would go on it, but I think this is a different toy series. As you can see, this bike is pretty small. So it probably came with some smaller Scouttrooper, but I lost it. I don't know where it went. But it's still pretty awesome looking. Next we got some awesome Ewoks. Who does not love Ewoks? They are so cool, from Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Very awesome. So these toys are super old. These are like original Star Wars toys from like the 1980s. You can see this kind of ripped a little bit. These things come off, which is pretty cool. Like that. Very awesome. And then this guy has like a little bag here. This can come off too. And his hat can come off too. Very cool. I love that I have these original Ewok toys. They're amazing. So good for any Star Wars collection. There we go. Pretty cool. Next, let's check out some Padmé. So I got two versions here. See this one first. This is from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is her outfit she wears on Tatooine when they meet Anakin. So this is very cool. This is when Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan don't realize she's the queen yet. So I really like this one. That outfit is sweet. So then we got this next one here, and I think this is from the same movie as well, Phantom Menace, and this is her outfit she wears when she's retaking the throne room later in the movie when she's rocking with her blaster. Very cool. I like her boots. Looks just like the movie. Very awesome. I probably lost the blaster, sorry. I lost the weapons to like all of these old ones, unfortunately. Check this out. We got Han Solo. This one's hilarious. So this is, again, one of the original Star Wars toys. This came out when A New Hope came out, which I think was like in the 70s at some point. I can't remember the exact dates. That is awesome. Let's actually compare this to the new Han Solo that came out. Look at that. That is really, really funny. This one, it doesn't even look like Han Solo at all. This one looks just like him. It's like the same outfit, of course, but his facial details don't look like Han Solo. But look at the difference there. That's pretty extraordinary. This is Han Solo from like the original trilogy as well, but it was brought out and rebranded when Force Awakens was coming out. So that's pretty cool. So next, we have Yoda. I think he came with a cape too, but I lost it. It's terrible. I know. I'm a terrible toy collector. He's pretty cool looking. I love this toy. I played with this so much growing up. Actually, you know what? I am not a terrible toy collector. It is not my fault. These used to belong to my brother, and he probably broke them and lost all the guns and stuff. So by the time I got them, it was too late. So let's compare this one to the new Yoda too. Check this out. That is pretty awesome. This one, of course, comes with his lightsaber and a cloak and stuff. It's really interesting to see the comparison between these two. Really cool. Next, we have Chewbacca. This Chewbacca is awesome. So this is, again, from the original trilogy. Pretty simple toy. Probably had a gun at some point. Lost it. His awesome bowcaster. I think that's what it's called. A bowcaster. Very cool. We can show this one in comparison to the new one too. Look at that. That is awesome. This is Chewbacca from The Force Awakens. Look at all the detail on the fur and everything. Totally, totally different. Very awesome. Oops, his gun fell out of his hand. But yeah, I love comparing them to the new ones. It's just so interesting. It's like you're jumping back in a history time capsule thing. Whatever, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, check this out. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Very, very cool. So he comes with this awesome cloth cape. Now this can come off. You can see more of his details here. So what's really interesting is that he has this thing kind of that he's holding on to. Now I think if I remember correctly when I was really little, I think this came with a lightsaber and you kind of just pop it in that hole there. And you can pop it in and take it out. So instead of taking a lightsaber and putting it in their hand, they're like permanently holding this sort of handle. Really interesting. This was actually pretty cool. This one doesn't look too bad. This looks kind of like Obi-Wan from the original trilogy here. Let me put his cloak back on there. That one's pretty cool. Now we have back here, we have Luke Skywalker. Totally awesome. Doesn't look anything like him. It's very interesting. So this is, again, original trilogy Star Wars toy. Look at his face. That doesn't really look like Luke Skywalker. Now, he's not holding a lightsaber in the same way that Obi-Wan is, so I guess they updated the toys by the time Return of the Jedi came out. And so maybe he actually had a lightsaber, which, of course, I think my brother lost. But look at the difference. Look at this. This actually looks like Mark Hamill, the actor who plays Luke Skywalker. This, not so much. Very interesting. Very, very cool. So next, we have Darth Maul. Everyone loves Darth Maul. He's one of the coolest characters ever. This is pretty cool. Of course, lost the lightsaber. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible person. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Next we have little Anakin. Very cool. So this is him, well, he's pod racing with the helmet on. Probably came with a pod racer too. No idea where that went. And this is just him regular. This is him as a kid. Totally like getting all cozy with Padmé over here. Here we go, see? They can walk around the desert. He can be like, "Are you an angel? Well, you're a funny little boy." I can't remember the dialogue. It's so ridiculous. Anakin and Padmé for the win. There we go. So you're watching Adventure Toys. Those are all the vintage Star Wars toys I could find. I might have some more in my house somewhere. I don't know. I hope I do because they're really awesome to have. They're really good for a Star Wars collection. But this is all I could find here on the table. Still pretty cool. Still pretty awesome. Got most of them are from the original trilogy. Then we got some of the Star Wars Episode 1. Now, it's actually still possible to find some of these old toys. Sometimes you can find them on eBay, still in the package, which are probably ridiculously expensive, but sometimes you can actually find these from thrift stores. So like Value Village or Goodwill or whatever thrift stores you have in the United States. I'm talking about the ones in Canada. You can usually find little bundles of toys that no one really knows what they are. They're not even labeled, and you might find maybe some of these in there. So you might be worth it looking around. So you're watching Adventure Toys. If you like this video, press the like button. Also, if you really like Star Wars, you should definitely press the subscribe button. It's down there underneath the video. If you subscribe to my channel, anytime I bring out a new Star Wars toy, you get to see it right away. Also, if you want to see some of my other Star Wars videos, like where I unbox some of the new Force Awakens toys, then you should click the button on the top right hand corner and that'll take you to my Star Wars video playlist. So you're watching Adventure Toys. See you later. May the Force be with you.